Do we try that fight anyway? I've got 80 value on my wanted poster currently. Let's give it one more try and see what happens. Another learning experience. Character, the chest, wanted poster. Inventory. Pull the dice, put in the wanted poster. All right. That gives us the maximum carry space. Do we train before we go over? Yeah, let's do one session of training. Let's put weapon skill. All right, this is the go out and visit the villages. Village 1, 2, 3. The third one being the problem one. I think that guy's still Ruffin or whoever. I think he's still just going to crush me if I try to fight him. We can do the first two without too much problem. But I still think I want to do the scavenge first. All right, so travel. Yeah. An antiquarian. Another trader. Instantly removes active poisonings and bleeds. Instantly recover fatigue. Additional secret bonus effect. Requires a perfect relationship with one girl. What do you mean requires? Jeez. I see. So you got to be focused on one specific one. No thanks. Too complicated for me. Stamina recover +3. That could add up over time. Fatigue recovery +3. 15 prestige and 4 agility. Wow, this guy's got a lot of stuff. Killing any injured enemy increases vitality by 1. Really? Bonus vitality only provided when the item is equipped. Huh, that's interesting. I don't know how you would be killing an uninjured enemy. Are you expecting to one-shot guys from full hit points to 0 constantly? Because otherwise, you know, they're all going to be injured when you finally kill them. So that seems a little silly. Skull Ring. Critical strikes are always... Oh, that one. I saw that one once before. Critical strikes are always lethal. I don't land a lot of critical strike blows, though. Is it agility that controls the frequency of critical strikes or weapon skill? I don't know. It could be having some critical wound or inflicted wound, possibly. Don't know. Leper's Mask. Poison will heal you instead of dealing damage. Permanent level 4 toxicity. Negative 10 prestige. Improve short swords hit chance by 10 plus a third of your agility. Do you count as a short sword? It just says, it says short bladed sword. Huh. We don't have a ton of agility right now, but even if it's 6, we'll say, that would give me an additional 2, so additional 12 plus to hit. And if we put some focus on agility, I think I like that one the most. The rest of them cost 120, 25. And, I mean, they're all going to take up a trinket slot. Yeah. Let's let's try to put some extra focus on that sword that we found. So let's go ahead and buy this one. That is going to be it. I can't afford anything else. I need to keep this, but let's go ahead and swap that for that. All right, the regular loot. We've got 8 slots. Deserter. Whoa. Uh. With mail armor, 85 coverage for 12 armor, 40 limb for 7, 70 head for 15. Ooh, boy. He's got some ale. He's got a nice shield. Holy crap. And a battle axe is going to chop my shield up. Is blackjack even good? It is. I like the blackjack. Mostly because strikes to limbs, head, and neck increase target's fatigue by 10. So when I strike them in the limbs, which is usually a pretty standard thing, they're getting plus 20 to their fatigue. So it's able to fatigue them up very quickly at almost double the speed I normally can, which is huge. Works even if the strike's blocked by armor. And we can also, on particular occasions, it's useful to just be able to stun the target. Costs 20, 22 stamina to do it, but I've seen a couple of occasions where I got a good use out of it. So this line right here, though, the extra fatigue for the target is by far the most impactful. Yeah, we might not survive this one, though. This guy's a little tougher than I was expecting. 13 strength. He's got me by what? 4? Yeah, he's got me by 4 strength points, and he's got a really good shield and really good armor. We're going to have a really hard time with him. Unless we can tap him out on stamina really fast and avoid his blows. He's only got weapon skill 4, so we're slight advantage there. We're up to 6. And we've got, we only got 4 agility. I need to push my agility more. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. This might come down to luck. All right, starting round. What do we do? Let's check the feint numbers. 60, 67 on offense. Shield bash, 64. I think I'm going to have to go defense, shield bash. Shield bash doesn't seem to care if you're on offense or defense, so... And I think the attack numbers are going to be bad. Pretty bad, yeah. All right, let's take the shield strike and hope. He's going to... Oh, he didn't shrug it off. Oh, and we got a stun on him. Holy crap. Well, that's a nice start. Huh. I'm not sure just what kind of bonuses we get when the enemy is stunned, other than they don't get to take a turn. Does it make them easier to hit? Do I get, like, hit bonuses or anything? There's no communication on the actual effects of the stun beyond the obvious he doesn't get to take his turn. Well, that seems to say yes. There is absolutely a big difference. We can go for a 75-100 neck strike. Oh, that is so tempting. I'm on defense still, aren't I? We go offense, attack. I definitely can't coup him at 63 hit points. Weak spot, though, 87-100. Oh, we got to go for... Well, he's got 100, so it's not going to give me the weak spot bonus. I could do a head strike, guaranteed hit, 86 bypass, and then get the weak spot bonus added onto it. So that might be the better way to go. So the difference in the body locations for damage is shown there. Neck gives you a 2.0 damage multiplier, head 1.5, body 1.0, and limbs 0.75. So which do I do? With the weak spots, if the strike lands clean, it does 5 bonus damage for every unit of length that we're shorter than him. What is your axe more than 1? Nope, it's length 1 also. So we're just going to get the 5 bonus. Is it worth the 5 bonus as opposed to the 2.0 versus 1.5? I don't think the 5 is going to be, it's going to be pretty close between these two choices. I don't think lunge is going to do much for us. 95, 100 on the lunge. But nothing beyond that. This is also 14 stamina instead of 10. I think I'm going to take the 8700 next shot. I was really hoping for some kind of injury. All right, so he's not stunned anymore. That's the other opportunity for the blackjack is I can give him a stun and then hit him with a big attack again. He's still fresh. But we've already got him down almost halfway. I think I might go for the stun now, try for another big hit, and try to flurry him down. Nah, this is going to drop me to almost 0. Oh, plus it's only got 30% because of that helm he's got. That's right. Definitely not. Not with that hat he's got. That thing's too good. 70% coverage. All right. Yeah, that changes my feelings a bit on the blackjack. Early game before the really good armor shows up. It's a little more powerful than later. Okay. How about check our feint numbers? 70% on the skill feint. Shield bash, 64 is not good. Weak spot, not great. We got a decent chance here and here. Or we just recover. I'm going to recover. Hopefully he will miss a strike, and then we'll try to get him next round. Big hit to the shield. It's down to 2. Well, we kind of knew that was coming. He's down to 14, is he? I'd love to get a shield bash in. 92, 100. I think I'm going to go for a limb strike. Get him pushed up in fatigue. Yeah, limb strike. Ooh, that's 25 fatigue on him. Ah, minus 30. Shield's gone. No surprise. He used that, did he? But he's now tapped there. This is where we've got a good opportunity. Weak spot. Oh my goodness. Once again, the choice. The choice. Please, please get him. Oh, damn it. Damn shield. That shield's going to save his ass. All right, I got no choice. I got to recover. Actually, I need to use a water. Oh, that's not good. That is very not good. I don't have we're gonna die. He'll kill me on one more blow. Yeah, he'll kill me in one blow. Crap. I don't see a way out of this. Canteen. That gives the stamina, a little bit of fatigue. And the wine bottle. Fatigue. Oh, lowers duration of bleeding and light poisoning. All right, use that. I don't know that that will use. Yeah, it doesn't affect the whole thing. It was too big a critical. Crap. It was starting to look hopeful until he got rid of the shield and then just started chopping me up. Well, yeah, we can't last long enough. He's just not going to miss often enough. I can't afford to go attack right now. And we failed the recovery again. He's going to recover. He might attack again next round. Fail, fail, fail. I'm going to throw a shit fit about this fucking recovery fail. How did that mechanic work? It's starting to... I think I fail more now with a high endurance than I have ever failed previously that I've been watching. I mean, we're sitting on 10 endurance. And I swear, I'm failing 40, 50% of my recoveries. I don't understand the math here. It's really pissing me off. I think this is permanent. Is this permanent? Until you can bandage it, which I can't do. Arg. Is he gonna block with the shield again? Gotta try. Withdraw. Get me out of here. Man, it's annoying. Hey, camp physician. Do I have money? Some screens I can't see my money. I got 79. Camp physician. Let's talk to her first. I haven't got her sword yet. I can't pay for the healing and buy a sword. I don't have a sword other than the one I'm using currently. So, yeah. Well, it's only 37 now. All right, heal it. Get a sword. Bartholomew's gonna die. Gotta go to the villages. And that's part of the village thing. Whatever. I gotta stop even trying that. All right. Pretty close to me in some of the skills. Another agility weapon skill. Pretty strong combo. No armor, just a shield and a sword. But I also don't have a shield. I forgot to grab one. My bad. Can't shield block. 47%, huh? Guess we'll take a 64 standard body. Missed. And we get hit with a weak spot attack. Getting chopped up by an easy guy again. Could be. I don't remember. Stamina recovery, amount chance of success. Yep, stamina recovery. So endurance is fatigue. So yeah, I'm mixing up fatigue versus stamina recovery. So endurance 10 for fatigue recovery, but it's coordination for the stamina. Let's go for another attack. Weak spots. Limbs. More. And he gets a hit. And even more weapon skill. With some armor this time. And more bleed. 3 duration. Oh my god. Come on. Not good. Not good at all. Probably die on the next hit. It's got no armor. The weak spot's not really helping me any. Lunge won't add much. Stick with the limb attacks. Now we're in trouble. My 9 strength versus his 5 strength, and he's successfully shield bashing me repeatedly. Again, how does this math work? Take your shot, dude. Can we finish him here? I don't think I can do 12. Maybe. Nope. I'm going to have one more round. Whoever hits the other wins. Go offense, attack, slash, take the limb hit, and finish him off. Oh! Or not. And he shield bashes me and I can't finish him. Oh my god. That's so annoying. Forgot about the shield block. Stop the execution. Virtue increased. Are the soldiers going to get mad? Yeah. God, I hate this arbitrary crap. All right. Let's go rest first. Do we want to do the fisticuffs? Sure. I think previously I don't have a great agility. We might not win this one. Yeah. I've done agility in the past. We failed. Yup, that's not good. We failed. All right, so we're done. No surprise. Probably should have gone for strength instead of the agility. Agility's worked for me multiple times in the past. I think I only had like a 5 agility the times I've tried it in the past. I don't know if I got unlucky or if I just didn't meet the minimum. Whatever. Train, rest, and just pray. What do we got left? Oh, that's right. I got to do that third village still. Which is going to completely trash our rep again. And that dropped our agility again. Now I haven't spent the talent point. Swords. Just going to save us a small amount of stamina or fatigue. I forget which. Lower stamina consumption of primary attack by 1. I don't often actually get to the talent point part, and it doesn't usually have much of an effect, so I don't pay that much attention to it at this early stage. Whatever. They don't even tell me what that one was for. Don't care. This is the, I think, infiltrate the city one. Oops. Did I say no? I was meaning to say yes there. That was weird. Alright, whatever. Negative 24, negative 9. I think I lose less if I ignore that third quest location. Because if I go there, I still don't think I'm strong enough to fight Ruffin. And if I'm not going to fight him, I end up losing like 3 layers of negative reputation. It hits me with negatives like 3 different times. So, you know, screw that. I'll just ignore it. Look at all the money I'm winning without the rabbit's foot. I won every single time. Oh, crap. I got toxicity? I didn't notice I had toxicity. Ah, man. Well, that sucks. Yep, goodbye, Bartholomew. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. I'm doing so much better without playing with these things. I think I might stop taking these. They're just annoying the hell out of me. Maybe the rabbit's foot. That one's a little harder to gauge with the just generic helps with some various luck checks thing. But I think I'm going to stop worrying about the playing dice. It's just the variance is too wild. I just don't see it helping on a consistent basis. All right, so we're good to go. We got a brand new shield. We got our sword. Still don't have neck protection. We've got our snake talisman to raise our to hit chance. Oops, I need to swap out the poster. Unequip and equip. I have only 30 money, so we can't do anything there. I think I'm going to sell the dice. And the poster is still only worth 80. We should probably turn the poster in and go get another one. I don't think it really benefits me to not do that. So we'll end our round with trade. Sell the poster, sell the dice. That gets us back up to 192. Whoa, the combo. The combo, 80, 15, and 55 with 8 prestige. We're going to be gaining a little prestige, a lot of neck protection, and some additional head protection. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Still leaves me a bit for random stuff. That's a really big upgrade, though, for our protection. So we got really good head protection, pretty good neck protection. 70 and 5 on torso, and not as much on limbs as I would like. It would be good to get another item added onto that. But we don't have an option for that here, and I think if I hit reroll, low quality mail showed up, but I can't afford it. Yeah. I can't afford, oops, no alcohol. There it is. All right, this is going to be a rough one. Yeah, lowered reputation. Like I care. All right. What? Oh. They're going to force me into the roughen encounter? Oh, I love forced encounters. That's my favorite thing, is railroading me along a particular path for story reasons. Yeah, okay. Well, sure then. I guess we'll go visit Ruffin and take the negative hits. Yeah. Whatever. This guy's gonna chop me up, but I'm gonna take the fight. Screw you, buddy. Got nothing I need to shift around. Oh my god. This is the kind of bullcrap. You play, and then you just face plant into something like this. Then you play and you play and you play, and then, another chapter, you face plant into something like this. And then you play and you play and you play and you play, and you get half a chapter further, and then you face plant into something like this. On a permadeath roguelike, this kind of thing is just ridiculous. What are you sporting here, buddy? A chainmail gorget, 75% protection, 11 armor, 75 coverage, 85 for 18, and adding to the neck coverage, he's got the bastard sword with a whole bunch of stuff and poison, the assassin's crossbow, and I don't have any idea what these two things do. It doesn't bring up the info, but it's not really going to make a difference. Yeah, and hey, I get to go first. Aren't we excited? He's only got 3 times my strength. I'm sure I'm going to have awesome numbers here. 42. I'm really surprised that 42 is as high as it is. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, yeah, I understand. It feels like one of those no-win fights, so I'm not overly concerned. It's just annoying. A, I don't like being railroaded into this kind of stuff, and B, the same truism holds with the face planting into these kinds of encounters, whether this one particularly is lethal or not. But yeah, hold off on storyline stuff. Mechanic stuff is fine to tell me, but don't tell me storyline stuff or progression stuff. Gee, I guess I'll go defensive shield bash. What a surprise! He resisted it. $38 poison concussed. No, it was not receiving blow after blow. It was after receiving a single blow. You start to bleed, get poisoned, fall on the ground. But am I going to lose less rep this way than I would the other way? That's the only real question for meta progression. Lost 5. My virtue went up 5. Ruffin killed everybody. What a surprise. New quest added. And of course now, am I going to be in the same status when I go into the end of the camp thing? Reputation increase and some money. So we got to get railroaded into the Ruffin encounter, and we got to fail so that we can get virtue, reputation with the Earl, and Florence. And of course now I have no time left and I'm hammered. At least I didn't use up much fatigue. I don't know if I'll go into the fight wounded or not. That'll be interesting. Yeah. Yep, we're going into the fight with 7 health. I guess I shouldn't have held that to the very end. Well, we're going to have a flawless victory. What do you think the chances are? Oh, we failed. Oh, this guy. The old sergeant, who was also going to chop me up. All right. Well, this will be short. We got the high injury chance. We got the coordination reduced by 11. Kamikaze attack. Coup de grace. Go for the neck. Oh, go for the body. What? I failed? I'm going to laugh my ass off if I win this. Jeez, these numbers. Can't believe I hit that coup de grace shot. These are all terrible, scary, terrible numbers. I have no ability to do anything useful. Of course he resisted. He uses water skin on turn 2. And we're dead. So the meta lesson we learned is do not wait on the Ruffin fight. Do it immediately so you have a chance to heal the damage before you go into the next fight. Yeah, it's the worst kind of gameplay elements where you just smack into it face first and just get annihilated, but then made a progression wise, you know about it the next time and have to kind of remember your way through all this stuff, or, write it down or read a wiki page article on the proper trip through all the convoluted and arbitrary bonuses and negatives and so on. It's just so scattershot, and there's no way to know. A lot of times when you pick a choice on the conversation menus, you have no ability to predict what's going to happen with your answer, in that it seems like with your own internal logic, this would happen, but then you get one or two sentences of convoluted justifications to then give you a negative in the other direction. And it's so hard to, you can't really logically parse out any of that stuff. You just have to record it and go on. So I know I'm not a huge fan of that kind of stuff. I do like the combat elements. I think there's enough depth and variety and interest there that's the only thing holding me in here, because a lot of these other things are just really, really pushing my tolerances to keep trying to play the combat stuff. So yeah, no, we're learning lessons though. We made progress, so we got another few levels. What are we up to? Do we make it to 30? We made it to 30. 30 plus. So I think we had, what did we have? 500 last time we generated a character. So, smash face into wall, get rewarded slightly, and repeat. All right. I think that's enough for face smashing of mine into the enemy's wall for now. So, I don't know that I'm learning a lot about I don't feel like I'm making that many more advances in how to handle the combat portions. I think we've got a pretty good handle on the mechanics of all that stuff. I am making mistakes here and there, but by and large, I think I've got that mostly figured. It's just all preset story stuff and meta progression stuff. We did explore a few other paths in some of the story elements and options. I was a little surprised in the scavenging when we had the 2-bandit fight. I was super happy when we finished that, and then the boss showed up and totally ruined that. I don't know if that was random or preset, or how to know which was which without playing it 40 or 50 times and seeing enough examples. So yeah, but we got another significant boost in our character abilities. It still feels slightly like as I improve my character, the enemies are also improving. We had that one guy with just so much agility and so much weapon skill over top of me that just felt terrible. I mean, such an early fight and just getting taken apart like that with a fairly advanced character didn't feel good at all, and there wasn't a lot I could do about it. So the random elements and some of that kind of stuff where it feels like the game is auto stacking against you to kind of counterbalance your roguelike progression, which is totally not cool if that's the way it's handling it. The whole point of the roguelike progression is to eventually fail forward enough against a static difficulty to overcome it and make forward progress through the storyline stuff. If they're artificially inflating to negate the roguelite progression, I'm not a fan. So I'm not 100% which way it's doing it. Yeah, I'll jump into the crafting stuff. We're close to where I'll start investigating other build options. I'm trying to keep my build as cleanly similar as possible. We've pretty much the only change I've made is that switch we made to the sword, because we found a pretty cool one. And I did enjoy that sword, but that was a special find in one of the encounters. So I don't know how often we'll get that kind of opportunity. But I'm trying to keep the rest of it kind of the same so I can kind of gauge our power level and figure out kind of the mechanics of the combat and all that. We'll start deviating and trying out different weapon types and builds, and we'll do a crafting focused one here eventually. So we're working our way towards it. Probably after the next stream, we'll be high enough. I'll have enough points that I can start kind of diversifying. Especially once we have enough where I can start picking one or two of the kind of perk tree things, in particular in the crafting section one, not the weapon skill one. I'm not too excited about the weapon skill ones given the cost and the tiny bit of savings. I think you get more out of the other perk tree for advantages. So, yeah. All right. It hasn't put me completely off yet. We'll keep diving in. If you guys keep watching, I'll keep banging my head against that wall. So we'll see how far we can get. But I'm gonna have to start keeping a logbook of the meta progression stuff here pretty soon. My memory's not good enough to keep all that in my head continuously, especially if I have to take a few days away playing other stuff. But we'll see. But I'm gonna take a quick break, and I will return and a little bit later and do some more streaming and some more gaming. Hope to see you then. Stay